Waiting. I'm trying to see when we go live on the YouTube side. And it's live there. Okay. So it's abstract here, and it's not going to be a very long live on this one. It's kind of an impromptu thing. I got some things in the mail, and I'm going to show them off, and then maybe do a little arting afterwards. So we'll see. So the first thing that I received is Jane Davenport. This is a rubber stamp. We'll probably play with this after I go through this other stuff here. But isn't that neat? You know how I like faces. So we'll play with this one here in a little bit. But I got some paper here. This is Vintage Treasures. And it's 12 by 12s. But they're pretty thin. They're really thin pages. But the designs are really nice. And the designs are showing up a lot more orangey on my screen than they are in reality. So let's see if we can adjust that, because that's not at all how they look. So let's see. Would it be the color intensity? There we go. There we go. Okay, didn't want to be distorted. Well, hello. Hi, Peter from Australia. How are you? We're going through some scrapbooking paper that I got in the mail today. And plus, we'll probably play with this acrylic stamp from Jane Davenport's, one of her faces. So there is the first, and there's 2 pages to each one in this book, but the paper is very thin. You know, some cardstock's real nice and sturdy. Hey, Steph, how are you? So we'll go through the, look at, oh, I like that. Look at the old, I have actually typed on that type of typewriter. I think it was my grandma's years ago. Oh, this is cute. This is thin paper, though. I like that. This I like. See, I would cut out the individual things probably and use bits and pieces of it for a project. Well, thank you, Peter. Oh, look at these old-timey cameras. I've actually seen some of these, like through my grandparents and stuff. You know, anytime I see anything like this, it reminds me of the Titanic. And no, I'm not that old, but it does remind me of it. This looks to be part of a book. I was trying to see if it was like a dictionary or a book, but the words aren't plain enough. Wow, flowers and more flowers. I love this page. Huh. I'll have to think of what I'm going to do with that. But it's thin that I'd have to adhere this to something thicker. Can we say somebody likes wine in this one? Oh, I like that. I do. And I really like this one a lot. Look at this. Wow. Okay, there's California. Part of Mexico. They got Florida all the way up here and down. I think Florida is just that long little leg, isn't it? Now in today's world. And they've got Mexico all the way up in Texas up here, which I know that it used to be once upon a time. Nice. Yes, Peter, I think you're right. You put old music notes on the old picture. Yep, you're right. Look at this, old patterns. I do like that. My grandmother is a seamstress. When I was a little girl, she used to make all my clothes. Oh, this is nice. Could do a nice piece right here and use this as well. You could do a still life with a vase and flowers there. You could toughen this up the way Mark shows on one of his videos, our exploration with Mark Muir. And you could use this paper, and he does some stuff to make it feel almost leathery, and he uses it as an outside cover for journals. This would be perfect for that. Oh, that's nice. I like those too. Yeah, the books were nice. There's the old sheet music. Look at these old locks. How many have seen old locks like this? I'm 56. It's a shame I can say that I have seen some of this stuff before. Oh, this is cool. This is nice too, old letters. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, my home health aide was here the other day. I'm going to share this story. And they were watching something, I think it was on Ellen, and she was having a senior in high school see if she could learn how to use an old rotary phone. And I turned around and asked my home health aide, because she is young, and she's in her mid-20s. Yes, Peter, lots. And she had no idea how to use a rotary phone. I was like, oh my God, are you so serious? I had to show her, explain it to her. Anyway, so this is an old rotary phone. So that's this book. And on the back of this book, see how flimsy it is? So you can tell you right there that the paper's not that stiff. It tells you layouts, and page layout ideas. I guess if you were going to do, I don't know, scrapbooking. I don't do scrapbooking per se. I just do bits and pieces with scrapbook paper. But I don't do scrapbooking. I don't think I'd even know how. So there's that one. This one is much thicker cardstock. Kind of reminds me of some of my paintings. Oh, look at that. Just look at it. And it's thick. I like the thick. I saw a video, because you guys know I love gnomes, and I'm actually like garden gnomes as little guys. And since I've moved, I actually have a little patio now with a little bit of a place I can do. Okay, Peter, be careful at the doctors. Good luck. I hope you feel better if you're sick. If not, hope everything turns out okay. Thank you for stopping in, Peter. I really appreciate it. I saw a video about garden gnomes and making one out of art, and I think I'm going to do that and put it in my, like a 16 by 20, and put it, excuse me, yawning, in my window in my living room, since I don't have any outside yet. So there's this. Oh, it's so thick. I like it. Look at this one. Almost reminds me of peppermint candy. Look at that one. Definitely looks like some of my liquid pours. Pink seems to be the theme. Pink and red so far. 2 sheets to every design. Oh, look at that one. Not bad. I like these greens. Look at those. Nice, right? Remember the green? I think it's during Christmas time. It's kind of like a spearmint candy. It's hard like the peppermint candies, but it's got the green lines to it. That's what this reminds me of. Okay. Nice. Looks more like a water in a beach, like if you were up high. Oh, look at that. So they're doing themes. Oh, purple, my favorite colors. Everybody knows that the lavenders and purples is my favorite themes. Even my branding colors have a lot of that in it, different shades of it. Ribbon candy, that's what it's called, Stephanie. Oh, look at that. And this, see how much thicker this is? You can tell by just way of turning the pages how much thicker this was. This is a different brand too. This is a marble cardstock. It's 12 by 12. 78 pounds. The other one doesn't tell me how many pounds it is. But I'm liking this a lot. And then, look at this. It's a cold press. It's what? Ribbon candy is very popular in Pennsylvania. I bet it is. This is an 11 by 15 watercolor paper book. I've never had one this large before. I'm not even really sure because I really don't do landscapes. So this is going to be interesting. Guess I'm going to have to make my girls much, much bigger. Isn't that nice? But they were having like, it was almost like clearance. So that's why that cardstock was like $5 a piece. And I think this was the same or a little bit below. I think this was on sale or something. Nice though, huh? So let's see. What we can do. I do know, and Mark gave me some good advice, because I've never had a whole lot of luck with these with stamps in general. So let's try. Does the focus seem off, or does the color seem weird? Does it seem off to y'all, or is it just me? Look and see. Maybe. My mouse keeps sticking. Just gonna have to put everything on back on auto. See what happens there. That make a difference, guys. Okay, I don't have a big one of these, so we're gonna have to just use the little one. Whew. I can hear Mark telling me now that I need to get a bigger one. He's probably right, but they're kind of on the expensive side. So let's see what happens. We are going to try to see if I keep. I just want to see how this goes before I go put it on my. Oh, that's not bad at all. I think I'm going to use, I know I'm using a watercolor paper, but I think I want to use acrylic paints with her. I'm not sure if I could use my markers with her or not. Because I think I want this a little more in, more thinner. Yes, you didn't know I was left-handed? All this time you didn't know I was left-handed? Yes. But I don't turn my hand like most lefties do, because they tried to get me to switch my hands when I was little at school, and my mom told them, absolutely not. Leave her alone. So because of that, they didn't try to teach me anything on how to write. She just didn't want them trying to force me to use a hand that wasn't natural to me. You know what I mean? I can still remember when I was a little girl in the first grade, I think. Hot Pants were in. And the Harper Valley PTA movie was really big. And women wearing wigs was a big thing. And my grandma had made me some little hot pants that I wore tights with. And they were maroon. And I remember they called my mom to school telling her that I couldn't wear that stuff And my mother showed up in like felt. Was it felt? It wasn't leather. It felt, I don't know. They were brown, hot pants, and go-go boots, and a Cher wig, because Cher had really long hair. And she sat up on their desk and told them when they started paying her bills and buying my clothes, they could start telling me what to wear. And I was in the first grade. So, does that kind of explain to you where I got a lot of my attitude? Yeah, nowadays you'd go to jail for stuff like that. You know, if you went there and had that kind of an attitude or any of that, they'd put you in jail for it. Things I did with my kids was allowed to go to jail for too. Nowadays. So, Stephanie, how did your day go today? I'm gonna have to get me some new little brushes because the ends are not doing so well. Good, good. Oh, did you? I don't have anything going still. I mean, it's been getting cold. And like tonight, the weather was cold outside. The wind was blowing, but my mail came, but it was after dark. But I just got my walker out there and bundled up and went. It's safer to do it on that than it is the with my cane. And the walker has more stability. Do you have snow? I know Mark got some snow. Yeah, and yesterday. I think he got more than that where they're at. But did you see it? I don't know if he showed his little video. I know he put it on Facebook that when he was trying to drive home this morning and it was snowy still, his dadgum windshield wipers were like crossed over and wouldn't open up. Had to make it into a garage and get it fixed real quick. How's your dog doing? I know he loves you bunches. Jane Davenport has some neat stamps. And then there's a lady named Karen Campbell. I like following her. She's got a book I'm going to get. She's put out several books, but she's got a new one out right now that I'm going to get next month for my Christmas present to myself. He's laying down in bed with me. I went for dog food earlier. I came home and left it in the car. Oh, left it in the cart at the store or left it in the car? Did you have to go all the way back for it? Because I know going to town's not an easy thing for y'all. I mean, it's not close. So you're going to go back for it tomorrow? Oh, that's right. Is it an hour one way or 30 minutes one way? That's a long way to go to town each way. Yeah, it really doesn't. The deer's hanging in the tree up no animal. Oh. Well, you know your Sasquatch is probably hanging around too. Let's see. I think what color I'm going to do her lips and eyes. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with her hair yet. Isn't it though? It's getting there. It's the first time I've used one of her doodahs. What do you want to call them? Stencils? And I'm using watercolor paper, which means this is going to dry really fast. Let her lips dry. So I'm loving my new apartment, Steph. Absolutely loving it. I'm on ground level. Everybody seems to think it looks bigger. I don't know. I think it's the same square footage if I remember right. It's just the format's just different. The layout of it is just different. So I can already tell where I screwed up. Can you tell where I screwed up with her eye? I colored in where her highlight goes. So I'll have to just fix it. Well, I was on the waiting list for 5 years to get into this place. So I was beginning to think it wasn't ever going to happen. Yep. And you had to renew it every 6 months. Every 6 months. It's crazy. Aw, thank you, Mark. I know you're busy, baby. So I used the stamp mark to make her face. And I'll have to show you later. When you get to work and if you get things settled down tonight, message me. If I'm still up, I'll show you the stuff. Is it still snowing at your place, Mark? Stephanie said they only got about an inch, and I don't know that all of it's still hanging around. How much did y'all get at your place? The left eye looks like a simpleton. I'm not sure who a simpleton is. Do you mean like the phrase simpleton like they used to use when we were coming up, or a particular style? I am far from done, sweetie. No snow right now. We got the lake effect, so about 4 or 5 inches. A slow person. Well, she's not done. That's what I thought you meant. She's not done yet. We got layers and layers to go. That's funny. I haven't heard the word simpleton in a really long time. I thought that's what you were meaning, but you know, things change, so. It's kind of got her looking a little bit cross-eyed. We got to have the hair make up for all this weirdness. And then we have to do layers to make the skin better. What if I don't? What will happen? What if you don't what? I'm confused. Did you go into settings and change that stuff on your computer? What are you talking? What? I don't even know how. What are you talking about? See above. Mark says there's snow. You said slow person. What if I don't? What will happen? So I don't know what you're looking at, sweetie. You just unhid her message. Whose message did you hide? I still don't see it. I don't know what y'all are talking about. It didn't hide. I didn't hide it. YouTube did it. Well, what was said? And who said it? Yeah, especially since I don't see anything of what y'all are talking about. Said she got a message, said she had to change her settings for your channel by midnight. Oh, that's not true. But I did get a thing from YouTube saying to change your settings or they'll do it for you. And if they change it to kid friendly, then you won't have any comments or anything like that. They're removing all comments to protect kids. I did get that from YouTube Creator today. I already went in and changed my settings to no. And who is the one other person in here? You did it, Stephanie. Only see you and Stephanie. There's a third person in here, but I don't know. You have to go into your settings. If you go into, there should be a message from YouTube creators on your dashboard telling you about this. And if you just follow their directions, it will help you. So is Shay here too, and I just don't know it? Okay. Oh, did you send Stephanie the video? You may have to make sure you do it through her email because I don't know that she can get into her Facebook anymore. Stephanie, are you able to get into your Facebook anymore? $39 tomorrow. Geez. Thank you, Mark. There you go, Stephanie. God knows what this girl's going to look like when she's done. You have to blow dry it some. It is watercolor paper after all. How many days are you on this week, Mark? Yeah. Now that you can do it from your phone. Doing my crazy hair thing. So enjoy it a little bit more before I finish up on the eyes. Okay, let's do. I want to do her eyes more. I'm gonna need more space. So on this piece, we've used acrylic paint, a stamp, ink, and now we're going to use a Prismacolor marker, pencil. Because I want to Why can't you get on your laptop? Oh, her eyes look much, much better. Much, much better her eyes look. Okay, let's see. Okay, what do you think now, Steph? Is it better? I think her eyes are so, she doesn't look like a simpleton now. What do you think? I like this stamp. Jane Davenport's. I do. I do. Okay, everybody. We've been on here an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, and then I will probably rip this part of the video where I was drawing and stuff on here, and make it a time lapse where it's speed painting, and put that one up tomorrow. But thank you guys for coming. Do you want me to do more lives? Let me know. I've got my country, what is that country something color book to do too. Anyway, y'all, love y'all. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in and having fun with me, and I will see you later.